Legacy Dialogues. Informed choices today, peace of mind tomorrow. There comes a point in almost every family when someone quietly becomes the one. Not because they asked for the responsibility, and usually not because they had all the answers. They simply answered the phone, stayed after the appointment, lived the closest, or became the person everyone trusted to keep things moving. Before long, they're trying to remember where the paperwork is, whether there's life insurance, how Medicare works, what happens to the house, and whether anyone ever wrote down what mom or dad actually wanted. Responsibility has a way of changing hands long before anyone realizes it has. Most families don't arrive at these moments unprepared because they didn't care. They arrive there because life has a habit of introducing connected decisions one at a time. A health concern becomes a conversation about work. Work changes what income looks like. Income changes the conversation about the house. Before long, people who thought they were solving one problem begin to realize they're standing in the middle of several. That's the part people rarely see coming. It isn't the paperwork that overwhelms them first. It's realizing that every answer seems to uncover another question they didn't know they were supposed to ask. The documents may all be there. The policies may still be active. The accounts may still exist. None of that guarantees a family understands how those pieces fit together when life suddenly changes. Information and understanding have never been the same thing. The people who spend their lives helping families understand this each see a different part of the picture. An attorney notices one set of questions. A physician sees another. An insurance professional recognizes risks that may not become obvious until much later. A pastor often recognizes the emotional weight before anyone has found the words to describe it. Families, though, are living with all of it at the same time. That's probably why the conversations that shape a family's future rarely begin with probate, taxes, insurance, or retirement. They begin with someone quietly saying, "I don't know what I don't know, but I know we can't keep putting this off." That sentence has probably opened more meaningful conversations than any checklist ever could. Communities have always known how to care for one another. What's changed is the world surrounding those conversations. The decisions have become more connected. The systems have become more specialized. Families often find themselves moving from one office to another, collecting good advice from good people, while still trying to understand how it all fits together. That's harder than it should be. Legacy Dialogues grew out of that reality, not because families need another program, but because they deserve a place where conversations don't have to stay separated by profession or circumstance. A place where licensed professionals, experienced practitioners, community leaders, caregivers, builders, business owners, and families can learn alongside one another and leave with a clearer understanding than they had when they arrived. The goal has never been to make anyone an expert in everything. It's to help people recognize how the pieces fit together while there's still time to have thoughtful conversations instead of rushed ones. Preparation doesn't eliminate uncertainty. It creates room for better decisions. And maybe that's what legacy has been all along. Not something that begins at the end of life, but something quietly shaped in conversations most people never see. Conversations around kitchen tables, after church, on job sites, in waiting rooms, and wherever families gather to make sense of what's ahead. Those conversations rarely make headlines. They shape almost everything that follows. Legacy Dialogues simply makes room for more of them.